Hello, people. How are you doing? Hope you're well. My topic for today will be life is short and is not a joke. Hello, people. How are you doing? Hope you're well. My video for today will be life is short and is not a joke. Yes, life is short and is not a joke. And I have some things to say about this topic and some few verses here and there concerning this topic, and it goes like this. The life that we are living in is very temporary, in that we're not here to stay in this world for long, because soon or later we will all die and we will go somewhere to spend eternity. And people die every day, people die every year, and as the Bible tells us in Matthew chapter 24, that we're right now in the end times, and that there's so much havoc taking place in the world today. For example, diseases like coronavirus, which took place from 2020, and it has lasted for 2 years. And there's also the war in Ukraine, the war between Ukraine and Russia taking place, and there's also fuel prices increasing in this country, Kenya, fuel shortages in this country, Kenya, and other trials that the world is going through. It is showing us that life is temporary and that we're not here to stay for long. And so we have to make our decisions while we still live here on earth, because we have to choose whether we will spend eternity in heaven or hell. And I have a couple of verses that I would like to take you through, and one of them is First Chronicles chapter 29 verse 15. First Chronicles chapter 29 verse 15, and it goes like this: We are foreigners and strangers in your sight, as we were all our ancestors. Our days on earth are like a shadow without hope. So this verse is trying to tell us that our days here on earth are like a shadow. So we're just passing through life, and we're strangers here on earth. Yeah, and the other verse is 1 Peter chapter 2 verse 11, and it goes like this: Dear friends, I urge you as foreigners and exiles to abstain from sexual sinful desires which wage war against your soul. So this verse is trying to tell us that we have to abstain from sinful desires which wage war against our souls, because we are foreigners here on earth, and there's a battle for our souls here on earth, as Satan wants our souls so badly. And the other verse is Psalms chapter 90, verse 10. Psalms chapter 90, verse 10. Psalms chapter 90, verse 10. Yes, our days may come to 70 years or 80 years if our strength endures, yet the best of them are but trouble and sorrow, for they quickly pass and we fly away. So human beings die at any age, either at our 20s, 30s, 70s, 80s. Yeah, and we don't know when we will die. Death comes to us as a surprise. And I'll take you through the verse of the book of John chapter 14, verse 2. John 14, verse 2. Goes like this: my Father's house has many rooms. If that were not so, would I not have told you that I'm going to prepare a place for you? So Jesus has prepared a place for us in heaven, and once we die, we will occupy those rooms that Jesus prepared for us, and must ensure that we occupy those rooms that Jesus has prepared for us. We don't fail to get there. And I will take you through the book of Psalms chapter 90, verse 12. Psalms chapter 90, verse 12. Psalms chapter 90, verse 12. Yeah, and it goes like this: teach us to number our days, that we may gain a heart of wisdom. And finally, Ephesians chapter 5, verse 14 to 15. This is why it was said, chapter 15, Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15 to 16, and it goes like this: be very careful then how you live, not as unwise but wise, making the most of every opportunity, because the days are evil. So this is Psalms chapter 90, verse 10, and Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15 to 16 is telling us that we must be careful. We must make sure that we number our days very well, because the days that we are living right now are evil. Yeah, we have to ask the Lord to help us to number our days. Yes, and the time of getting saved is now, not tomorrow. If you've not given your life to Jesus Christ as your Lord and personal Savior, today is the day of getting saved, not tomorrow. And hope you've learned something from this topic of life is short and it's not a joke. If you've learned something from this video, you can comment down below, and have a good day.